Hey, it's Carla Fleming, and today I just wanted to share that, like so many of you, I am mourning the loss of just one of the greatest spiritual teachers of all time, and that is Dr. Wayne W. Dyer, who passed away this past week. I know that Wayne's message and his inspirations have meant so much to so many people all over the globe, and I know that through experiencing loss in my own life, and you may have found this as well, that something that really gets us through that process is honoring those we love and sharing about their life and celebrating what we've learned from them. And so today I thought I would share kind of a few of my biggest inspirations and the biggest impacts that Wayne has had on my life, and I would love to hear the same from you. So firstly, have you ever woken up just like a few hours too early and you just really wish you could get back to sleep? You know you don't have to get up yet, but for some reason your body has popped open and you're wide awake at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. That was so me. And before Wayne's teachings, I just want to share, I used to begrudge that whole process, my body waking up too early and then thinking, oh, I'm going to be tired all day, and just really not being happy about that at all. And then I discovered Wayne's discussion on this famous Rumi quote, which I hadn't heard prior to this, so I'm so glad Dr. Dyer shared this. It goes like this: the breeze at dawn has something to tell you, has secrets to tell you. Do not go back to sleep. Do not go back to sleep. And so in contemplating that, it really hit me, and then hearing Wayne talk about how when this would happen to him, he finally started asking God, saying, okay, God, I'm awake. What is it that you want to tell me? What is it that I'm supposed to be doing or thinking today? And so he would journal and really just take some time to wake up. Since it was kind of inevitable, he just accepted it and woke up and started working with his journal and speaking these divine conversations that led him to a more peaceful start to his day. So I just thought that was so beautiful, and I really started incorporating that, since it does happen to me from time to time. And so now I'll either, like, if I wake up with a song in my head and I'm like, oh, I don't want to play piano right now, I want to sleep, I'll just go to the piano. I hear Wayne's voice sharing that quote, and I just think, if I go back to sleep, I'm losing some kind of creation that's meant to be coming through me right now. So whether I play the piano for a little bit or journal or meditate, sometimes I'll meditate and then I do go back to sleep. So maybe that's cheating, but it works. And at least I'm connected with my source for that day, and I feel like that's important. So if you think about this in your own life, if you've ever had to wake up and you're just begrudging it, this might be a better way to just accept what's going on, be at peace with it, and carry on with your day. Of course, when I do wake up early, since I'm a high performer now, I make sure to grab a nap that day so that my body's still recharging the way I need it to, and that feels really good. So just remember, the breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Do not go back to sleep. I just think it's so beautiful. As a dancer, another piece of Dr. Dyer's inspiration that is always with me, very often with me during classes or anytime I'm trying to challenge myself, this quote of Wayne's that says, when you dance, your purpose is not to get to a certain place on the floor. It's to enjoy each step along the way. You may have heard that before. It's one of my favorites, probably one of his most popular. And I just think, as a belly dance instructor, so when my students are first learning belly dance, it's kind of a complex dance when you first get started, and all these new muscles are working in your body and learning different ways that they can move. And we've got our feet doing one thing, and then our hips are doing something else, and then we've got our arms doing something else entirely. So it's like we're building that foundation from the ground up, and we've got a lot on our brains, a lot of multitasking with all of our different body parts. And so it just is something where I think it could be easy to get overwhelmed and think, you want to get to a certain place or learn a certain move in a specific amount of time. So having that quote top of mind has really helped me personally, and then I love to share it with my students because I feel that it takes that pressure off. And of course, this is not just a mantra for belly dance classes or dance of any kind, but this is a beautiful life mantra. So how amazing would it be if we approach every new learning journey in our life and just life in general with that in mind, that our purpose is not to get to a certain place, it's to enjoy every step along the way. Just so profound. And then I would say one of the hugest impacts on my life would have been the interview that Wayne did with spiritual teacher Esther Hicks, and who channels Abraham, which is kind of our source energy. And I remember watching that for the first time and thinking, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about this channeling stuff, but this is some good stuff. And Wayne was just so vulnerable. He was so open to learning from what Esther was teaching, and I just was so struck. If I didn't mention the name of that interview, it's called Co-Creating at Its Best. And I think you can watch clips of that on YouTube as well. It just hit me that here was Dr. Wayne Dyer, one of the most respected and well-known spiritual gurus in the world, and he was, like I said, just so vulnerable, so open to learning all of these new concepts. I just thought that really spoke to the fact that we're always learning. And here at age 75, Wayne was still learning, still teaching, still growing, still living with such an open mind and such a peaceful heart, and it just inspires me so much. And I just think if he was still learning and growing and teaching, then we all are still learning and growing and teaching. I truly believe that we are meant to be each other's teachers, and we're meant to be each other's students. And I've learned so much from all of you. I'm learning from people I meet every single day. And just as Dr. Dyer has done, I want to always keep that learning mindset. I want to always keep growing and being vulnerable and putting myself out there in ways that will actually challenge me and make me grow and make me learn. So that deeply touched me. I watched that interview a bazillion times, and I would watch it again today. It's amazing. So I truly can't thank Dr. Dyer enough for everything that he has contributed into this world of personal and spiritual development. It's meant so much to me in my life, and my heart just really goes out to everyone who knew him personally, certainly to his family, all his friends, a lot of my mentors, and everyone at Hay House, and everyone who knew him, whether personally or virtually. I know if he touched my life so profoundly, just purely virtually, then he is going to be truly missed by those who knew him personally. So my heart really goes out to everyone, and I'm just sending my love and thoughts and prayers. So I would love to know, as we honor this absolutely amazing human being, what are some of your favorite quotes and inspirations or bodies of work from this author and teacher and spiritual thinker and leader and guru and master? And I would just love to know how he has inspired you as well. If you haven't, you can follow his Facebook page. It's a beautiful place to check in for inspirations, and obviously his work is so profound, it's going to live throughout the ages with us all. So I would follow the Facebook page. And as well, you can check out, I'll put a link somewhere on this page for his free movie. It's free this week, The Shift. This is just a beautiful movie. It's something I know I'm going to snuggle up and watch this weekend, and I hope you do as well. The team has made that movie free in honor of Wayne, so that's something you'll want to check out. And I think it's so beautiful that they've done that. And Dr. Dyer, I just thank you so sincerely from my heart, and I appreciate all that you have given me. I'm going to miss your weekly emails, my virtual friend, and I'm wishing you all the best on your new adventure. I know that's kind of how you looked at it, and I thank you for that inspiration as well. So let me know how Dr. Dyer has influenced you, and always remember, you're the only you in the universe. So shine your star brightly. You just never know who you may be impacting. So with that, I just want you to know you can always reach out to me. I'd love to discuss this and lots more at carlaquarius.com. Meanwhile, sending you so much love, and I will see you next time. Mwah!